What petty thing did you do that actually worked? I did not teach my chef how to read my prep book. She thought she struck gold when she found it jammed under the flour bin. I am a line cook at a little bistro with an owner who hates drama and a chef who runs on it. She has this thing where she checks everyone's knives, everyone's backpacks, everyone's playlists like she is protecting national secrets. So I started writing my notes in this cheap little code because I knew she would snoop. Not spy movie stuff. I wrote everything backward and put slashes between syllables. Salt became Tilas. Diego became Ogade. It looked like I was either possessed or learning a dead language. It took me 2 minutes to get used to it, and it bought me a pocket of privacy inside a kitchen where nothing is private. My book was boring. Prep lists, sauce tweaks, dumb sketches of plating, and yeah, a lot about Diego at Dish. The way he holds the steel when he sharpens, that soft shh. The way he ties the trash bag without making a scene about it. Normal crush stuff. But Chef Mara sees the slashes and the backward words and decides I am stealing recipes for the taco truck across the street. She starts staying late after close with my notebook, a legal pad, and a glass of Sauvignon like she is a detective on a show. I walk past the office and she is whispering to herself. She prints out cipher charts from the internet. She circles the same page 20 times. She asks me casual questions that are not casual. Do you ever talk to the guys at the truck? Do you think our Béarnaise is vulnerable? Our Béarnaise. Like it is a person we need to hide. 3 nights of that and she takes it up a notch. She calls the owner on speaker while I am breaking down the station. Says we need a meeting about intellectual property. Says she thinks I have a pipeline. That word, pipeline. I look over at Diego, who is stacking pans, and he just raises his eyebrows like, well, this is new. The next morning, she corners me before service, waves my own notebook at me, and starts reading out loud like she caught me red-handed. Ogade sa tin preog tiweda filkin. She reads it like a curse and then says, see, that is code for knife drop. She has convinced herself the slashes mark meetups with the truck guy for cash and recipes. She already emailed the owner and CC'd a lawyer whose address is literally info at something. She tells me she might call the cops, over a notebook full of backward crush sentences in Mai's notes. I keep saying it is not what you think. She doubles down. She says if there is nothing to hide, then decode it, and I say not here. She says here. So we stand there by the walk-in. It is already 90 degrees by the flat top, and staff are peeking around the rack of sheet trays because it is obvious something is exploding. Owner Tom shows up in his baseball cap like, please not today. He leans on the doorframe and says, can we breathe? Chef waves the book. She's shaking with it. Diego is pretending to sort lids by size, which no one ever does unless the building is on fire. I take a pen and a ticket, and I write one word slowly like I'm teaching a kid to tie their shoes. Ogade. Then I flip the letters. D-I-E-G-O. That is it. No secret, no enemy, just backward. Chef's face does this thing that should have a sound effect. First blank, then flicker, then a flush that travels up her neck. I pull one of her favorite pages and decode a line clean through. Diego has nice eyes and the way he wipes with tidy hands. I say it out loud. Owner Tom does one short laugh he tries to swallow. Chef blinks like she is waking up. She grabs another line, the one she said was a drop, and I read it forward right there with everyone listening, with the grill spitting in the background and ticket paper chattering. Diego is so patient when he shows me how to shut the big oven. She looks like she wants the floor to open. She had already emailed Tom. She had already texted the truck owner some warning that made no sense. She had already told our pastry lead to keep all recipes inside the safe like sugar needs a vault. And now it is just me reading about a boy at Dish and my sauce notes and a sketch of a plate that looks like a sea anemone because I cannot draw. Tom rubs his face and says boundaries. That word hits her like cold water. She tries to spin it, says I deceived her on purpose. Says what did I expect in a professional kitchen? I do not flinch. I point at the flour bin where she found the book. I point at the backpack stacked by the mop sink. I say I expected one small thing that belonged to me. She holds the notebook a second longer, like she can still will it into being a crime, like she can put the slashes back into danger. Then her hand lets go, and it drops on the metal prep table with that flat kitchen sound that makes everyone jump, and for a breath the whole line goes quiet, and even the hood feels quiet,